A royal expert claims that Harry already regrets his memoir. Well, let's find out what makes Harry change his perspective in this video. Welcome back to Kate Middleton and the Queen channel, my thirsty friends. Tessa Dunlop, a royal expert, is claiming that Harry seems to be regretting publishing Spare, especially because of what he said about Catherine, Princess of Wales. She's also warning Harry and Meghan to be very careful about further revelations when it comes to their family. Now, I partially agree with her point of view, and I would love to add that Harry regrets everything that he said in his memoir, all the way from defaming and accusing family members of things they didn't do, to revealing his drug abuse, and what about his despicable behavior? So, according to the New York Post, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, felt like she was under attack and didn't have any intention of forgiving Harry and Meghan for their public betrayal. And that was also the time when Catherine stopped trying to make peace and stopped trying to get the brothers Harry and William to reconcile. After his sister-in-law's announcement that she had cancer, many people were asking if Harry felt any sense of regret. If you ask me, he doesn't regret anything that he has said. He's just upset that now he's got to face the repercussions of his actions. Nobody in the royal family is covering for his nasty behavior anymore. There are two major problems that Harry is facing right now, and Spare is going to prove very unhelpful. So first of all, Harry admitted to using drugs. Now, I know his lawyers are claiming that was a lie, and so he has every right to have his visa in the US, but I'm not convinced. And it's pretty interesting to see how everything that Harry wrote has come back to bite him in the bum. And the next issue is this whole P. Diddy scandal. Now, Harry's name is listed in that lawsuit. And reportedly, Harry hasn't seen Diddy since 2007, and reportedly he wasn't involved in any of these parties. But in Spare, Harry basically said the opposite. He still contacted and met with Diddy after that time. Could it be that in the case of Harry being sued, his lawyer once again is claiming that it was a lie, but in fact it wasn't? I don't believe that Harry's just telling this stuff to sell books. It is funny, isn't it, though, how Harry's always proven to be a liar, just like Meghan Markle. So if Harry regrets the book, I suspect the real reason has very little to do with Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Why would anybody believe that Harry would regret that book? I mean, are people trying to find some sympathy for him? Especially because we're coming up on the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games and he's getting ready to come back to England? I suspect Harry understands that his kingdom no longer welcomes him, but that doesn't mean he's going to apologize. Harry's just too dumb to understand the whole idea of contrition. If King Charles believes that the citizens of the UK would ever accept those traitors back, then he needs a serious wake-up call. He needs to stop mollycoddling Harry, and he needs to focus on his job as king. Did everyone realize that Harry put the royal family in a very difficult position when he told the media that he wanted the members of his family to attend the event? I mean, how could anybody forget everything he and Meghan have done? How could everybody forget and just show up and do free PR for an organization that Harry and Meghan have made sure to ruin by basically making it meaningless? Is Harry desperate for cash, maybe? He got millions from the Queen Mother and also from Diana, but I guess that wasn't enough for Meghan Markle to live her wannabe billionaire lifestyle. So when Harry started experiencing a financial crisis, of course he regretted what he wrote. And he tried to just cling on to what the royal family gave him. But naturally, he doesn't have the ability or the knowledge to run any organization, and we can say the same for Invictus Games. I do feel sorry, though, for the veterans that participate in the Invictus Games. The games were supposedly organized to support them and to support their achievements after these devastating injuries. Now, the German Invictus organization has separated from the Harry and Meghan Games because they want to actually focus on the veterans. I just hope that other people do the same. And Harry is still clinging on desperately to this event, unknowing good and well that his presence at this point is causing problems. He and Meghan have destroyed this organization. And a source has said that Invictus has invited Prince William for the amount of money William has donated to the Invictus charity. This makes me think of the legendary aviation award that also invited William before they invited Harry. Of course, William didn't want to come. It seems like everybody knows that it would give the games a big boost. Harry's reputation is so tarnished that nobody wants anything to do with them anymore. And it's all because Harry has just let Meghan take over. Since he married her, Harry's transformed from a royal prince into a loser. Before he married Meghan, Harry said that he thought Catherine was a sister he never had, and the three of them enjoyed a very close, healthy relationship. They enjoyed spending time together. But now he regrets what he wrote about because he insulted his brother and his sister-in-law. Well, Harry, it's too little too late. I don't think the public or any patronages would welcome his making any public appearances to supposedly help out the family. They don't need the kind of help that Harry's going to offer. So now Harry regrets what he has done because he and Meghan have been exposed as a couple of greedy, self-serving hypocrites, and now they are one of the most despised couples in the world. Catherine, on the other hand, has always acted with dignity and honor, and she's always really shown her inner beauty. She is respected by people all around the globe, but Harry and Meghan are not. So they should really just stop it with everything. They should tell the Sugars and the Bots to stop what they're doing and leave Catherine alone. Because the more they trash talk Princess Catherine, the more they are despised. I mean, the only reason Harry would wish that he didn't say such horrible things about her is because he lied. To make matters worse, both Harry and Meghan never defended the king and Catherine after being named as the two royal racists. Now, the two of them were named and shamed in a very public manner by Harry and Meghan's favorite cheerleader, Scooby-Doo, and there was no evidence against them. I'm sure it was really shocking to the king and the princess. I'm sure it was very upsetting. There can never be forgiveness for Harry and Meghan. They've told too many lies, and they have done too many horrible things to try to hurt the royals. So what about this Invictus event next May? If you ask me, Harry's little trip back to the UK is going to be seen for exactly what it is, a mission to make money. Harry doesn't care about anyone except himself, but as long as he is still representing this organization, I guess he's got a good reason to be here, or rather excuse more likely. But Meghan is a different story altogether. There are reports, of course, that she's been on the hunt for a PR team in the UK, and according to some, she has found one. But I think she's too scared to return to England. And that's because Meghan, at the end of the day, is a coward. She's always throwing rocks for Montecito, and then she quickly hides. I can tell you for sure the people of the UK do not want Meghan to show up, because she doesn't want to be booed. And so it's very questionable what children would join them anyway. I mean, they have used such a wide variety of children in those photos. So are we going to see dolls this time? Or are they going to get some rent-a-kids or what? It would be better if neither of them came back to the UK. Harry and Meghan have acted like such spoiled, awful brats towards his family. Invictus would certainly be better off without those two. Harry's treasonous betrayal of the family who once loved him and protected him so much has hurt deeply. And maybe they're going to forgive him, but they don't want to associate with him anymore. The intimate trust necessary for that has been destroyed. It's not like Harry was cast out either. Harry decided to leave to pursue something else that is acceptable. The betrayal, though, and the trashing of the relationships, that was not necessary. It was brutal, it was childish, and it was petulant. And I'm sure soon enough, Harry is going to spend the rest of his days regretting everything he did to his family. Maybe he doesn't realize it now, but Meghan's going to dump him, and then what is he going to do? He's going to have to come face to face with the reality of everything he has done. You know what they say, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Marry in haste, repent in leisure. Harry and Meghan's relationship, it's not based on real love. It's a very sick, codependent kind of relationship, and it's not going to last. And I do believe that Meghan Markle was the driving force behind what Harry put in that book. I think the only way for things to change would be for Harry to get divorced and admit that he was wrong when he decided to marry Meghan. The big red flag for what has happened over the past few years was when Harry said, whatever Meghan wants, Meghan gets. There is no relationship that can survive and thrive when things are so clearly one-sided. It's time for Harry to grow up, act like a man, and finally accept responsibility for his decisions. Harry is the one who has ruined his life. I mean, is he ever going to learn his lesson? Probably not. I think Meghan is going to continue to fan the flames of discontent as long as she possibly can. And I do wonder, where are they going to find kids to take to the UK anyway? And remember what Meghan said. She said she never wanted to set foot in the UK again because she didn't want to get caught up in the royal drama. Okay, that's fine, Meghan. Just stay put in Montecito. To even think of going to Invictus after what she did at the past games, Meghan Markle has got some nerve. And I do think Harry's missing his family. I understand he probably does want to go home, but it's too late for that. They had a full year to consider what they were doing, and that full year was up. So it's important that nobody lets them back in, and the titles need to be put into abeyance too until they realize they're a couple of nobodies. And folks, that brings us to the end of this video. What do you think about Harry's regret? Don't be afraid to leave a comment to discuss it with us, and also let me know how you feel about my point of view in the comments section. Now, if you don't agree, then please also let me know why so that we can talk about that too. Don't forget to like and share this video. Your support is our motivation. And let's subscribe to receive notifications about the newest videos. We'll be back soon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.